EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Now a first carry here for their running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Seahawks will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And now Love going to change things up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. And now they'll shift things around. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Love. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Love from the gun. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Working out of the gun. Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go now. Track at 60.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This will be taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here now a 3rd down and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Shut up. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 Mavericks. 18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Now back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Tag.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Throwing. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Love now. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Off the play fake, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In motion right, Dobbs. Love looking to throw it. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
70 range.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Back to throw again. On the slant, here's Smith-Njigba. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a 14-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him
and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Going back to Love. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Let's go now.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10.
Go! Buffalo 18, 19 tight, 19 tight, 79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Love.
Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Tucker Kraft
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Go.
final play of the half. Love. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's 2nd and 10. Love from the gun.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Love. That is caught.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Got his man complete over the middle.
That's Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Being chased out left.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there, excellent, because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. pretty substantial gain.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. Last name 19.
They'll drop to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Into space at the 45. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Go.
Smith-Njigba in motion right. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a second and 10 coming up.
Ready. 18, Rapper, 8, Dragon 60.
Motion left, Kupp.
Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 46 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Nixon now from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third down and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Love, he's going to change the play here. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's how you get back in good graces with your head coach after you fumbled the last time out. He's determined, A, to hold on to the football, and B, to run with purpose and make up for his mistake. That's a heck of a run right there.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Love now. Finding Hardman here over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
This is 3rd and goal. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. Love looking to throw it. Touchdown, Packers. From 3 yards out. And the Packers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here comes 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 70 range, 70 range. Ready.
Back to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Mustang 19. 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was the big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He finds Smith and Jigba. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Here's 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot now for Love.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.